Good afternoon, everybody, and how is everybody today? Welcome to Monday Live with Randyl and Phineus. Yes, indeed.
Yes, it's the Phineas. He's the best. How is everybody? And Bob and Carol, they're driving, so they're still here. They're just driving, and of course, can never forget Angela in the back there. Yep. Angela runs the whole show. Thank you, Angela.
Angela makes things work and makes things go.
Sure does.
Yes, she does. And yep, as Randyl said, Bob and Carol are on the road. They are watching from the truck right now as we speak. And we want them to drive safely after a long and busy weekend. So busy. And we'll be finding out more about that. So welcome, everybody. And hoping everybody's had a good weekend themselves, even if you weren't in Branson or if you're at home or hosting guests. Welcome. Good to see everybody. How are you today, Randyl?
Great. It's a beautiful day up here, man. We're in upper 70s, little sunshine, and yeah, I got together with the family yesterday, and so it was a beautiful barbecue, burgers, a little swim in the pool. Can't ask for much more out of retirement, you know.
I was going to say sunny days, barbecues, and swims in the pool. That's always a great day. It's 72 here where I'm at, partly cloudy, just a nice summer's day. And I was in Niagara Falls, Canada yesterday, exploring with some friends and just having a wonderful time, enjoying a beautiful sunny day and being a tourist. So it was pretty awesome.
Niagara Falls. Never mind. That's it.
Slowly I turn.
Never step. I never. That's like.
Yep.
Can never forget the Three Stooges.
Yes, indeed.
The first time I heard it was saying the Three Stooges, but
looks like we got a lot of early people chiming in.
Great to see everybody.
AJ is, of course, first on the ball, so welcome, AJ. AJ does say that he had fun at School of Santas, and that's good to see. I did see you on a couple of the live hits, so great to see you live with Bob and Santa B and all that rogues gallery of characters. And we've also got Robert Auer on YouTube watching us, so welcome, Robert. Hoping all is well. Saw you were up on the roof this weekend. Hope you got down safely. John Schnagelberger has joined us. Good afternoon.
Sean's here. Sean White's here.
Yep. Great. Kevin Scarf from up my neck of the woods, as is David Milmine, Santa David. Good to see you, David. Hoping you've had a good day. I know it's been a busy one for you, so welcome. Santa Doug from Indiana, Northwest Indiana, welcomes you as well back again, Randyl, and of course the one who runs the show, Angela. And Doug is glad you are here, and so am I. So
me too. Fun for everyone.
Yep. So
at least for me.
Yep. We've got Bill Gorbett from Northern Ontario. Welcome, Bill. Good to see you tuning in with us. So it looks like we've got a lot of folks from my neck of the woods. And Sean is listening in the vehicle from Illinois. So nice. Hope you drive safe, Sean. Please.
Santa Mark just added on from Alabama. Hey, Mark. It's a heat wave down there, he said.
Well, that's what you get for in the South, correct? So always good. So
yeah, I guess Florida's got over 100 index and all that kind of stuff. So it's mighty warm down there. We're actually supposed to get over 100 index here on Thursday. It's supposed to be a high of 90 something, and so it's going to be inside day in the air conditioning in the pool. That's what it's going to be.
Yes, indeed. It will be a good day to enjoy and savor the air conditioning. And I see Betsy Modzieski just joined us from Texas. Hello, Tooth Fairy and the spirited Mrs. Claus. Good to see you, and hoping you've had a good day today. So welcome. Angela, do we have something from Santa B today, or is he too busy?
We do. Let me get that pulled up.
Cool.
Give me just a second.
Cool. Very good. This is going to be good. Very good.
Always good to have a inspirational quote and something to think about from Santa B. It's been a wonderful addition to the show.
Inspiration.
Ho, 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 and happy day, my friends. Santa be back with you here again today. And today has just been amazing. This whole week has been amazing. I'm here at School of Santas. I've been here with Bob and Scott and Spangle and Santa Mel and so many others. And it has just been a time of being uplifted and educated in the fellowship and the friendship. And man, it's just been a wonderful time. If you've never made it to School of Santas or any school, North Pole Cornerstones, I really encourage you to get to one. It's not always about just what goes on in the classroom. It's about what goes on between each other as we get to spend time with people who have a shared passion for being Santa. So I hope you explore that passion. I hope you work that passion, and I hope you share it with others. Be well, be blessed. I love you all. Bye-bye.
Wow, so true.
Always
So true.
a message from Santa B, and it comes straight from his heart. He is a remarkable man. I've had the joy of breaking bread with him several times at North Pole Cornerstones, and it's great to have him as a member of our team here on Tuesday Night Live Networks. So
that's and he is so right on the money about the fellowship. Is really, I mean, you're always going to learn something in a school anyway, regardless where you go. You're going to learn, you're going to hone your skills and learn something. But I tell you, there is nothing better than hanging out with brothers and sisters that, like he said, are fellow-minded and heart-minded. Is heart-minded proper? I don't know if that is, but have the same heart. There we go. And the stories you can learn, and that is my favorite part about going to a school. Besides, it's good anyway, but just hanging out with everybody. That's the good stuff. Real good stuff. That's priceless.
yes, indeed. And that will actually lead right into our something burger topic for today. So perfect. Thank you very much for that lead in. So Angela, if you could show us that hot burger.
Mm-hmm.
And before we get to the something burger, Santa Jerry from Missouri has joined us. So hoping all is well in Missouri, Santa Jerry, and Patrick Moss from Houston, Texas. Hello, Santa Pat. Great to see you. Thank you for being here.
Yes.
Yep. And as Randall said, and Santa B said earlier, that a lot of folks just are on their way home from attending School of Santas in Branson, Missouri, as hosted by Spangle. And it was a great time of fellowship and learning and spending time just being and sharing fellowship and networking with fellow holiday performers. And that leads into today's question. As many has just attended an event like School of Santas and have spent time learning, sharing fellowship, and networking with fellow holiday performers, now that you're on the way home or actually at home, how will you take what you have learned and apply it moving forward in your portrayal and holiday season? What do you do to help apply what you have learned, be it in the classroom, be it around the dinner table, or perhaps in the lobby and hallways and just hanging out and talking with fellow Christmas performers? So when you attend an event, when you've come home, what do you do to apply everything that you've learned in the Christmas spirit that you've enjoyed over the past time of fellowship?
I love the word when you say everything you've learned, which is your mind can be blown. It just, yeah. So whenever I went to a school, I took things I took that notebook and scribbled down stuff that, and we're talking scribbled, but it was really scribbled. But things that really stood out to me that I could take away and work on those things for sure that fit me and my character as Santa, even though we're playing Santa, Mrs. Claus, still is my personality. And so I would take those things and work on them first. Or something that somebody said, like I said, around the dinner table. Oh my gosh, that is such a great line for the children. That is such, whatever it is. Scribble it down and like, what is it? What do you say? It's supposed to say it 3 times a day for how many weeks in a row? Then that'll get into your. It won't just fall out the other ear.
Yeah, even the act of writing it will help it.
Yeah, and then just those certain things that really, at least for me, that fits my characters when I played Santa, or portray. Excuse me, played is not the proper word. I apologize. But that's and work on it from there. Set those aside and do that first, because man, you learn so much, and you can't do it all.
Nope.
How about everybody else? I'm sure everybody's got their own way of working on things. And I know, Phineas, you've been to quite a few schools.
Yes, indeed. And that's why I said, not just in the classroom, because you learn lots of stuff in the classroom, but you also learn an equal, if not more, amount of things from just sitting around the dinner table with fellow performers or fellow any of the speakers or artists that you're with, or just hanging out in the hallway or in the lobby, just sitting in the lobby and having some social time and debriefing time. So it's as Randall said, that I write things down. I make sure I physically write it down. I'm not typing away or recording it. If it's something that I'm going to keep, I'm going to write it down in my journal. Yeah. And that way I'm able to, I've processed it, I've touched it, and that's how I feel about writing stuff down. I've thought about it, and then I will write my thoughts about this and how it will fit with me as Phineas, how it will fit Phineas's portrayal, or how it could be used in my portrayal in my holiday work. So, and it's and then following up with that, if it's something when I revisit it a week later or 2 weeks later or 3 weeks later, I will then add it to my routines and my rehearsals and see how they stick.
We have a special guest just popped in there.
A special guest just popped in, and I think Carol.
Can't forget Carol. Just watch what Carol says, though.
They are muted currently.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that was an accident. My mom
that's okay.
No. Please take us out. The phone rang and it did something weird. I don't know.
I'm glad you're here always.
Okay.
Always like you guys.
Live television.
I want to say hi to Ken. He just logged in. Good to see you. We got a couple of great things being said there about your question there, Phineas.
Yes. So Sean White indicates that she journals her experiences and meets with her friends to further discussion on their thoughts and ideas pertaining to the information learned. Santa Doug says that he will review his notes. Sometimes it is a story or a prop that has sparked an idea. And Santa Doug's been building some pretty amazing props. I look forward to seeing what he has planned or inspiration. And now it is time to put your own spin on it. And then both what Randall has said and what Santa Doug have said, that's the key, is that if you see something that you like that someone else is doing, if you're going to try to do it, make it your own. You make it who you are, who your portrayal of Santa, Mrs. Claus, or whatever Christmas character you portray, make it something that is true to who you are and yourself.
That's pretty. That's kind of part of my talk later on, but yeah, that's a big thing, because even though we all are Santa, Mrs. Claus, or elves, we're all holiday performers. We all have a different personality.
Yep.
So the prop, the even let's say the feather one from the routine, we all can be doing a little different, even though it's got a starting point you were given or watched, you learned. You can make it some things yours that fit your personality, and we'll talk about that more too. But David's got a thing. David says, I wasn't at SOS, but from last school I attended, refined your Santa character, your voice, your mannerisms. Man, that's for sure, your mannerisms. That's something really to learn, how to stand, get that, that thing. Storytelling and appearance, practice answering the children's tough questions. And we know they're out there, and they cease to amaze us sometimes. The next question that might happen, that's for sure. Stay physically and emotionally healthy, so you can continue being present and well-hearted. Yeah, and that's it's every year you think, wow, that's, I heard something this year I've never heard before. And it's always going to happen because of the way the world is changing. Children are going to come up with different things to ask. And it might, boom, set you back in your chair for a moment, make you take notice. And what David said is a really one to work on.
Yes. And you definitely need to be open and able to answer those tough questions. And sometimes, be prepared because, some of those tough questions, the only answer you can give them is, sorry, I'm not able to do that, or whatever. So make sure that you're able to provide that answer with as much kindness, as much care, and make sure that you're taking care of the feelings and emotions of the children, the believers that you are working with, because you don't want to leave them crushed or more upset than they already are. You want to provide them something uplifting and some Christmas magic.
Like giving them that answer, but doing it softly. Because we know we can't promise everything. We know we can't make grandma come back. We know we can't, stop mom and dad from fighting or whatever it might be. All we can do is give them hope and love at the moment. And there's different ways of doing that. So that's very important. Very important.
Sean has commented that she loved working with Santa B on stage at School of Santas. They were both able to work together live to help with the future in the virtual realm. And they are both doing remarkable things on both TikTok and YouTube Shorts. So great seeing them working together. And it's always fun working with Mrs. Claus Vintage and Santa B, says the elf. So
that's the way of the world, learning about the internet, and because that is the children. Mm-hmm. They know this faster than we ever did or ever will.
And Betsy Modzieski says that she is excited about the collaboration of Mrs. Claus Vintage and Santa B. And I will say the Tooth Fairy is doing some remarkable things on TikTok as well. And so always good to see the Tooth Fairies preparing for takeoff videos and preparing for flight videos, and her engagement with the children who have lost their teeth. So Kevin Scarf says that he is an improv group, and the skills that he hones with the improv troops transfers very nicely to his Santa work. Children are natural storytellers, and if he is able to yes and them and continue on with their story, he can make it for a magical experience that is collaborative and supports the children. So that is good to see. Thank you, Kevin. So.
Yeah, Kevin, perfect. That's good. It's because, and it's most of our job is improv anyway. I mean, we are working by the seat of our pants, kind of just what's next? What's next? Bring it to us. And,
even if you're doing chair work for a photographer or at a big box store, you don't know what that next family is going to come up with and what the children and mom and dad or grandma and grandpa are doing. So that is important. So. And Betsy made a comment to Kevin about improv is so helpful in what we do. And Betsy, I hope to introduce Kevin to yourself, Sean White, and Bruce before too long. So I think he can bring some good things our way, so to speak. And I think that is all we have as far as Something Burger engagement. So thank you very much for everybody for engaging and providing your thoughts and impressions with us. Angela, if you could play the Santa Clausette video so we can give our due to one of our sponsors.
Hey everyone, Angela Mack here for Bob and Phineas Live, the show about nothing. Season 4 of Bob and Phineas is brought to you by santascloset.org, where you can find all your accessories for the discriminating Santa, Mrs. Claus, and the elves. Visit Santa Wade's website at santascloset.org today, where they are known for delivering unique, value-packed Santa and Mrs. Claus accessories since opening in 2004. The goal has always been to provide both a superior customer experience at a tremendous value. Their products are fairly priced, and Santa Wade strives to bring many different products to the Claus community. Visit the website and make your next season a truly special one. This is Angela Mack reminding you all to catch our show every Monday at 3 p.m. Central, presented by TNL Network Productions. Thanks for watching. Now let's get back to Bob and Phineas in the TNL studios and today's Monday Santa's Closet Trivia.
Thank you very much to Santa Wade and Scarlett from Santa's Closet for helping support the Tuesday Night Live show. I had quite a bit of fun following in Bob's footsteps and getting a trivia question for today. Hopefully, I don't see Mr. Trivia Charlie, but I do see, I do know AJ's on with us, and Ernie Russo just joined us, and he would like to. He loves your background, Randy. So good to see you, Ernie. So today's trivia was, once again, it's following in Bob's theme of children's books, and the question is: in this little golden book, the reader joins a bear family on a whimsical sleigh ride with village animals that unexpectedly leads to helping Santa deliver toys, while the baby bears sing Christmas carols and nibble on cold plum pudding. What is the name of this book? Who wrote the book? And who illustrated the story? And when was it published?
Four things.
The name, who wrote it, who illustrated it, and when was it published? And once again, it is a little golden book. So if y'all have been Googling where Bob has been Googling it, hopefully you should be able to get this one.
Golden books. At least these aren't fill in the blanks, guys. Remember when I was back here, Bob used to do a lot of fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
So these are a lot better.
Yes, indeed.
A little easier than those were rough ones, but they were kind of fun to read.
Yep.
Yeah.
AJ commented that his favorite part of the entire school was when Sean talked about the vintage toys she had at the School of Santas and making a story about how to use that as improv. So thank you for sharing, AJ. So
Boy, there's so many things that can stand out by going to a school.
Yep.
You know, and like that, you just remembered a vintage toy. Now, a lot of children don't understand some vintage toys. It's something good to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Something unique to talk about with a child. That's our so that works for, of course, Sean, since she's, you know, vintage. That's a lot of her part is vintage. It's perfect. But I think it's take those certain somethings and make them yours, make them fit for your character. So, all righty. That's a question. We get people
just joined us as well. So welcome, Carl. Good to see you.
Carl.
Jolly
Blue Eyes doing down there?
And I think this question has stumped people because we have not had a lot of engagement. So we will let that happen. And if we can get Angela to pay tribute to King Risk Partners and Caboots as well.
And those boots look nice.
They are nice. They're incredibly comfortable. I've got a pair that's nearly 30 years old, so they are spectacular. So thank you very much to the folks from Caboots, and also thank you to Larry Talbert at King Risk Partners, formerly Talbert Insurance Services. Once again, Larry is a Claus himself, as well as a magician, and he has lots of expertise in supporting the Christmas performer community and performance communities. And they're also able to do your home insurance and automotive insurance as well.
And liability, all those kind of stuff. We have to have insurance. We can't. It's crazy to go out without it. It's for a little bit as it costs. It's a great way to make sure you're safe.
Yes, indeed. Santa Jerry, that is a good guess, but no, it is a Little Golden Book. It is definitely not a book by Jan Brett. So even though that is a beautiful book, a lot of her books are beautifully illustrated and well written. So we'll continue to let people chew on that one. And here we go. Fingers are crossed. So we're going to start up with Elfin Chatterbox News. Normally, this is where we would talk about School of Santas, but I will save that announcement for last. Coming up next from North Pole Cornerstones will be North Pole Cornerstones is moving to Edmond, Oklahoma, which is Oklahoma City North, for February 2026. It will be at the Hilton Garden Inn and Conference Center. Cost is $459, but if you pay in full before August 1st, you will receive a $25 discount, which ends, of course, on August 1st. But if you only make the deposit option, this discount is not available. So once again, North Pole Cornerstones in Edmond or Oklahoma City North, Oklahoma, February 12th to 15th. How better time to spend Valentine's Day with your loved ones than surrounded by Christmas cheer in Oklahoma City. So come join North Pole Cornerstones. Santa Nana Holiday University is once again coming to the Windy City from September 19th to 21st, 2025 in Hoffman Estates, Illinois. It will be hosted by the Northern Illinois Christmas Entertainers Group, and Santa Nana's Holiday University offers an excellent school from a woman's perspective, a different point of view, but it is designed for all holiday entertainers, be you a Santa, Mrs. Claus, elf, solo performer, or couple. There are hands-on breakout sessions to give you real tools to enhance your portrayal, and the tuition includes 3 meals, some snacks and drinks, your graduation reception, and a student handout. So register at santanana.com for September 19th to 21st, 2025 in Hoffman Estates, Illinois.
Yeah, and of course, coming up in August is the Red Suit Conclave up in Saginaw, Michigan, sponsored by MAPS, which is Michigan Association of Professional Santas. It's the meet and greet is on August 8th, Friday. Then the classes are August 9th and 10th up in Saginaw, Michigan. The classes are free. You have to just pay for your food and hotel and, of course, transportation. It's a great time. This is, I think, I can hardly even count anymore, 7th, 8th, 9th year that it's been going on. It's a lot of fun. So that's also coming up, the Red Suit Conclave, sponsored by MAPS coming up. So don't miss that one either. There's classes, schools everywhere, and like I said, fellowship limitless.
The MAPS organization puts on a heck of a program for the Red Suit Conclave. It is remarkable that it is Randall's favorite word, free. It is free. You just have to go to the MAPS page and register, and you can then just join in, and it's a wonderful time of learning and fellowship, and there's something for everybody there. And the building that the actual conclave is held in is sort of like a farmer's market building, I do believe, and there are local food options there during the time, so that is great. And
Spangle will be there with that big huge trailer, so there'll be plenty of things to buy. So
Definitely always plenty of things to buy with Spangle. And speaking of Spangle, today was the big announcement for School of Santa's 2026. While we don't have the dates yet, the exact dates yet, it will definitely be in Branson, Missouri for sure. But Joe Barney is the headliner. Joe Barney from the New York City area, it will be the headliner. And go to School of Santa's on Facebook for a video from Joe himself, talking about what he will be teaching at School of Santa's 2026. We're getting some guesses, but first of all, I'd like to say welcome to Everett Prostrollo. Hoping you are well. Hoping your lovely wife Dana is well as well. Thank you, AJ. It will be July 16th to 19th, 2026. So thank you very much for that, AJ. And we still don't have any guesses for the trivia question. I think I made it too hard, perhaps.
I just Google golden books and Christmas bear and a couple of little hints. And
yeah, the big name is that the Bears are singing A Christmas Carol. I will give you a hint. So there we go. So
and that gives you a chance to win your free, put you in a hat for
Sleigh Ride Christmas Carol.
Wink, wink. That was a good one. Oh, gracious.
So hopefully that will help folks with the guessing. So
yeah, he'll get somebody.
Santa Jerry's churning away on an answer, and so is Carl White. So hopefully we do have that. So.
Is AJ still in timeout yet? Or is he out of timeout yet?
I don't know. If
timeout last week, so
yeah, he was in timeout last week, and so was Santa Charlie. But I don't think Santa Charlie's logged on.
Charlie's, yeah, he's probably traveling, maybe whatever he's.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, great.
So
unbelievable. So great to see everybody. I can't believe all the good people that joined us. It's always fun to take your Monday afternoon and come see the Bob and Phineas show.
Yeah, or today the Randyl and Phineas show. So welcome everybody. Thank you very much. And this is where normally I pull out the shovel and start digging, but because we have Randyl, Randyl is going to share some wisdom with us today. So
wisdom, wow, that's scary. Oh goodness. Yes, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you again for allowing me to be on the show on Monday again. And again, safe travels, Bob. We were talking about exciting things going on. Of course, it's only 156 days till Christmas. Can you believe that? 156 days. So that means most people start about 60 days before that. So we got less than about 90 some days before most of the people put the red suit on or Mrs. Claus gets to work. So as we talked earlier about what do you do this time of year? Of course, we go to schools, but and you think we got a lot of time, but 90 some days is not a lot of time to put something new together. It may sound like a lot of time, but if you're going to do something special, like we talked about earlier, that really portrays you as who you are, because each one of us out there has a special talent. You know, you all do. If you're a great singer, look at Carl out there. He's got a great voice. And so many people out there can play the musical instrument. Or puppets or something, or magic, or whatever it is. Use that, or storytelling. Oh my goodness, storytellers. That just blows me away when somebody can not just read a book, but they can bring that story to life by just verbalizing it, make you visualize it in your head. So we all have that intro somewhere, and we all have something that we like to do the most. That's why I always like to do magic or something like that during my performances. But as an individual, as a Santa or Mrs. Claus, use that to your advantage. Use what you are good at. If you can play the piano, bring a little keyboard. Nothing better than playing along, even if it's just jingle bells. And if you're doing a house party, just use your talent and specialize and customize it to who you are. It's kind of like that somebody called it years ago, branding yourself. Now, you're not branding, but use that as your moniker that makes you kind of different than other Santas. Because like I said last year, or whenever it was, we're all Santas and Mrs. Clauses. We all have the white beard. We all have the red suit. But what draws us apart? And if we can do something different or customize our performance, do it. So use that to your advantage, something that you really like. It's little things like, most of us, we always read 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. That's something, it's just a classic. I love reading it, but do it again. Some people can do it storytelling without, of course, reading it. But a lot of people do the, not a creature is stirring, not even a, and they stop and let the people say mouse. Now that's a wonderful way. I'm not saying, but you do something a little different. Like we have done before, stockings were hung. If I go to a house or I've been to a house for years that you've gone to for years, stockings were hung by the chimney with care, I would bring stockings and leave stockings. You can go to the dollar store or wherever you want to call it, Amazon. I hate to advertise for places, but then have Mrs. Claus or whoever bring out stockings and present them. Just take the story and kind of make it come to life a little bit more. Make it more your own. And that's what makes different than reading a book or story. I had the little mouse puppets I used to bring. They were fun. And so there's so many things you can do, but take the time to go through the book, the story, or whatever story you like to read, and try to make some of those things your own. And some of the other things your own, make your own, of course, is your backstory. We all know about the backstory's necessity in life. And especially if you're working with you and a Mrs. Claus or an elf, let's say you play the guitar, which my fingers don't work that way, but where'd you guys meet? We met at a music store, and use that as your lead in, and you can both play. Of course, nothing better than playing music again, singing Christmas carols to live music. I always had to bring the little Bluetooth speaker because I couldn't play an instrument, but that was the way I brought it, was a Bluetooth speaker, and I would have the music along with me anyway. But add that to your repertoire that makes you look different than everybody else, that they, of course, remember you. Of course, we all love puppets. Who doesn't love puppets? Children love puppets. This guy was my favorite guy. Of course, the elf. And it didn't, his collar's gotten crooked. That's what happens when you move. But actually, what this is a eBay puppet, but then I bought children's elf pajamas to make him an elf. You don't have to be a great ventriloquist. You can just interact, especially if you have an animal puppet. But some people are great ventriloquists. So use that to your advantage. Use that as much as you can. Some people want to be silly and use sight gags. Like, of course, they want to use the sight gags of their pride and joy. Of course, everybody knows their pride and joy, don't you? That's my pride and joy. Yeah, that's pride and that's joy. Joy's got a bubbly personality. It doesn't always work, but sometimes it's fun at an adult party and say, Joy's got some curves. Never mind. Adult party only. But make it special for you. Make it different that fits your personality. Earlier we were talking about children that you can't promise things to. And I came up with this a while ago, and I told each child, they want grandma to come back, and you'd say, please think of grandma. Remember grandma, and remember how much she made you laugh and giggle and how heartwarm she made you feel and everything else. Think about that. And it's making you happy. Isn't it and I just bought a ornament that, and I bought an ornament that flashes, and that the more they would say positive things about grandma and how much positive things would happen, I would turn this on and it would flash. I'd get more excited about it. So then the child would say, then it'll always be in your memories, you and grandma or whoever it is. It's kind of the magic snow globe. So there's things that you can buy that are very quick to make special just for you, that they will remember you for the next time. Of course, we all have to have, the Rudolph nose if you want to, and if you're going to do stuff like this, and let's see if we can make sure that you make it, of course, holiday appropriate, of course. I gotta put this in here, and excuse me, I gotta put my nose in here. And in fact, let me blow my nose a second. Wait a minute, I blew my nose away. Oh, that's not a good thing to blow your nose. Sorry, you shouldn't blow your nose in front of the. But make something silly up or something if you want to, especially if you have an elf. If you have an elf like Phineas, can be as silly as the world can be, or grouchy as he says sometimes. But that's the whole thing. Take your personality and make it bigger than normal. Make it just shine. And that's all part of the being the entertainment part. That is being the entertainer. That is what makes us stand out and get you rebooked. And that's the bottom line, is to get rebooked. You want to make sure that they rebook you and Mrs. Claus and your elf. Because that's why we're working, because we made that family happy or that corporation happy. We want to get rebooked again. We want to stand out. So make sure you do that to get rebooked. Come up with something that fits you, especially if you go to a school. Take those few things out that saying like, wow, that's something special for me. I got an idea. And then just make it special for you. Use your special talents to make it even larger than life. And that's what we are. The characters are larger than life, Santa, Mrs. Claus. What else do you think? Santa can do everything. So can Mrs. Claus. She runs the North Pole, and so much more. It's a big boots to fill. So you can be bigger than life. You're never going to be, a balloon twister. You might do balloons during the thing, like I always did antlers at a house party and did reindeer things, of course, but we don't want to make it as you're just standing there twisting balloons like a clown, or doing magic. You're just standing there doing magic. That's wrong also. We have magical things and unique things happen with Mrs. Claus and Santa, but and that's what your clients want to remember. So it's just a ramble on like I always do. But there's so many things to think about, and there's just take a prop and try to make it something. Even write your own script for a different prop. It's a fun thing to do because that will make you stand out. And if you are a great singer, add that in there. Hey Ben, how are you? It's a great thing to do to add on. So I wish I could sing. Man, I gotta sing solo. Nobody can hear me. You know what that is, right? So again, thank you very much. I just can't thank everybody enough for allowing me to bend your ear again this week. And it's been a lot of fun. Thanks, Bob. I'm glad you're safe driving back. And again, I got to give applause to Bob, Phineas, Angela, Carol, everybody that works so hard in these shows, and everybody, of course, that joins in. I tell you, the knowledge, the care, it's just phenomenal, guys. You're real proud of yourselves. Thank you.
Thank you once again, Randyl. It's been great having you these past couple of weeks, and looking forward to having you on again at some point in the near future. And you left some pretty awful big boots to fill from this elf, so I am great.
I got big feet, and that's the problem. I do got big feet, man.
But I will second everything you said about taking something that you have seen and making it particularly your own, because everybody has the thumb tips, the light up thumb tips, and the kids have all seen them, and oh, it's just a light up thumb tip, and da 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 da. And so I'm like, well, what's the reason why you've brought the thumb tip out? And so Phineas will go on fairy hunting and look for the various fairies, and then Phineas will do something different because everybody's used to the red fairy lights, and then all of a sudden there's a green one, and is just make something a little different, make it your own, give it a reason for existing in your world and why you brought it out, other than I got something cool to show you, because that's not really wonderful as far as character development and character building. We've had a lot of people logging in, but first Ernie Russo commented that during Christmas and July events, Santa Ernie plays the kazoo, because everybody can play a kazoo, and he also hands out kazoos to the children Although his comment is, you may not want to if you'd like to have a return visit next year. Depends on
I would say when a child asked for a drum set, and I said, and mom and dad are getting a pair of earplugs. So you could, have a set of earplugs there with you and say, kazoos are out, but here's earplugs.
Yep.
Earplugs, kazoos are great. They're inexpensive. Anybody can play them.
Yep.
Yeah. Fun. Good thing.
We've had a number of folks join us. Shannon McCann from Oklahoma. They are en route home to Lawton, Oklahoma from the School of Santa weekend. Hope you had fun in Branson. Hope you enjoyed yourself learning from Lee Andrews and Sean White, and that you had a good week. And Kane Smith has overslept, but he is here now. So good morning, Kane. Pleasure to see you. I got the coffee brewing right now for you, so hope that's okay. So
I guess it's 6 a.m. someplace, I guess.
It's 6 o'clock in the morning somewhere. Santa Doug says, we love you, Randyl. It's great to see you on here. And he can't wait to see you in the red suit again sometime in the future. So this is where I will agree, and I hope that we will never say never. So
Never know.
Never know.
I didn't sell them, so I still have them. So since the ticker's working better, we'll see what next season does.
Excellent. Kane's ready for the coffee for sure. Episode. Excellent. Anyways, I think we do actually have a correct response for today's trivia question. So if Angela could put up the trivia question and answer, and if I can ask Randyl to read the question one last time, and we can.
Alrighty, it is in this little golden book, the reader joins a bear family on a whimsical sleigh ride with the village animals that unexpectedly lead to helping Santa delivering toys. While the baby bear sings Christmas carols and nibbles on cold plum pudding. Cold plum pudding, yuck. Again, what's the name of the book? So the name of the book, who wrote it, who illustrated it, and when it was published. About a little tiny bear that loves to sing Christmas carols while eating cold plum pudding. Yeah, cold plum pudding. Does anybody even make plum pudding anymore?
I do.
Do you make plum pudding? Really?
Yeah, wow. Steam it the whole 9 yards and everything like that.
Let it steam for like that.
The plum pudding is really just the vessel for serving with brandy sauce, right? So you
gotta have something to put the brandy sauce on.
Exactly. So you soak it in brandy and rum and serve it with brandy sauce. So yeah, it's the vessel for that.
Makes total sense.
So Angela, I think we have a winner. Is that correct?
Yes, we do. It is Carl White.
Yay, Carl. All right.
So the answer to the trivia question is, the book is called Jingle Bells. The author is Kathleen N. Daly. The illustrator is J.P. Miller, and it was published September 8th, 2015. So I suspect that my hint about it being about singing Christmas carols on a sleigh helps with that. So congratulations, Carl. We will need your mailing address and your T-shirt size, because Santa Wade has been giving T-shirts along with the gift packs. So you never know what you may get from Santa's Closet. So send Bob a direct message with your mailing address and your T-shirt size, and we'll make sure that Wade gets your gift out. And we will definitely put your name in for the NPC 2026 draw. So congratulations.
Wow. Very good. Great. Got somebody. Of course, there's always so many things coming up on Tuesday Night Live coming up, everybody.
Yep.
With that, yes.
TNL Networks tonight. There will be the studio is dark for the Claus Connect. Mrs. Claus Vintage, Sean White, is actually driving home from School of Santas. She and her cousin Melinda are in the car together. Tomorrow night, assuming Bob is conscious and awake, Tuesday Night Live will have a Branson recap with Spangle, Rob, Scott, AJ. He's hoping to get Marlies, the reporter who was present. And depending on how she's feeling, because she was quite unwell over the past few days, Santa Mel might join in. But I'm hoping that Mel will take care of herself and give herself some time to rest and recoup.
Send prayers out to Mel for she needs some prayers sent out. She's not doing she needs some extra prayers for feeling that she's feeling pretty rough. So
yeah, she's feeling pretty rough. So hopefully she'll be feeling better, and hopefully she gets home safely. So that will be tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Wednesday night, July 23rd, Kringle Time with the Kringle Brothers. They will be presenting the magic of improvisation, the magic of improv. So tune in, watch to the Kringle Brothers Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
And yeah, nothing is better. Those two guys, Michael Howe and Michael Brewer, when it comes to improv, just throw something at them. Now throw something at them, but they are quick on their feet about doing that. And like I said earlier, our job is all about improv. We got to be quick on it and then sound convincing besides. That's the whole thing. We can't just say and then give an answer. It's gotta. And so when you improv is it's not just physical, it's just as mental.
It's
mental, but that's another story altogether.
It is definitely mental indeed. And then Santa's Magical Fellowship Group. We're not sure about the fellowship starting at 6 p.m. However, Polar Opposites with Santa J Mac and Santa Jamie will be starting at 7 p.m. Central Time, and they will be talking about Santa's library, discussing books and reading material for Santas. So there is stuff coming on. And Santa Mel said for sure next week there will be a Santa's Magical Fellowship group, and it will be a Branson recap for that group as well. So
we talked about I don't know what kind of Santa books they're going to talk about on Polar Opposite, but I tell you, not just books to read, but educational books, all of that stuff there. It's limitless out there.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But that is great. Well, I would like once again to thank Randyl for joining us and filling in for Bob. Well, Bob is on the road. It's always amazing to have you along with us. So just thank you very much for joining us. And
thank you very much. Appreciate allowing me to come in and bother you and ramble and everything else like I do. There he is. Oh, he's home. Bob minute
in the living room. Excellent. Welcome back.
Wow. You got toothpicks on your eyes there, Bob? You got toothpicks on your eyes, holding them open? Oh, look at that bag. Sorry, Bob. You got some feedback.
Echo.
You're trying to answer playing.
That was cool.
Audio feedback is a remarkable thing. And AJ said, welcome home, Bob. Thank you for bending my Coca-Cola hat bill. Bob's wearing a Coca-Cola hat as well. So technology.